energy. Go, Noah. Joules. Everyone say joules?
Joules.
Okay, so you're going to write the ability to do work, and then measured in joules is on the bottom right in that little square there. The ability to do work is measured in joules. Joules. Make sure you're spelling it right. Okay, last thing, energy. Read this, please. Go ahead, Gia. Good job. Okay, you definitely want to write that down. I don't think all of this is in the notes, but you definitely want to write that down somewhere in the notes. Energy can change forms. Okay, there are two types of energy, potential and kinetic. Potential and kinetic. Here's how you spell them. Goes next to the 1 and 2. The big, huge idea is going to be the next 2 bullets. So you're writing this in the huge box that says big, huge idea. Chidi, read the first bullet.
Potential and kinetic energy are inversely related. When you have a lot of kinetic energy, you don't have a lot of potential energy.
Great, okay. You want to write down that in that big box right on the right side. Look, everyone's writing but you. You need to write that top bar in that. Thank you. The second bullet, please. Go ahead, Asada.
When you have a lot of potential, you don't have a lot of kinetic.
Good. Okay, everybody should have that written in the box. Figure that out. Technology. Okay, so you have the big points in there. Okay, now, this is new material and it's kind of hard to understand, so make sure you're paying attention here. Potential energy is the energy of position. That's not in your notes, but write it somewhere. Potential energy is energy of position. It depends on mass. And don't write height yet. Right here, left. Depends on mass. And how far you are from resting position. I'm going to change that right down here. Okay, now I'm going to explain this. Can I have a volunteer? You need another one? Come on up and grab it. Can I have a volunteer, please? Darling, let's try you. Give him a round of applause. Okay. All right, darling, come on up. Oh, God, darling, your shirt needs to be tucked in for this. Okay. Come on, hurry up. So, darling, listen. I'm going to explain to you what potential energy means. When you have a lot of potential energy, you have a lot of potential to gain speed. Okay, so darling's on the swings. Okay. Raise your hand if you've ever been on the swing set. Okay, when you pull back really far, why is it a benefit to pull back really far when someone's pushing you on the swings, Anne-Marie?
Because you go higher.
Great, and faster, right? So when you pull Darlin back really far, he's further away from his resting position because humans like to be on Earth because gravity pulls you. So when you pull him back really far, he has more potential to gain speed. Okay, next example. I'm going to take questions just after this example. Everybody get your bow and arrow ready. Your bow... Go to silence, please. Get your bow and arrow ready. They're up here, Chidi.
What?
Okay. Listen, your bow and arrow, the string to your bow and arrow, don't pull it back yet. Its resting position is when it's straight up and down and not pulled back, right?
Yep.
Can you do it, please? Bow and arrow, thank you. When you pull it back, it's gaining potential energy. The further you pull it back, what's going to happen when you let it go? Raise your hand. Eunice. Great. So the more potential energy you have, when you let it go, the more kinetic it becomes. So show me how an arrow, what's the arrow's resting position? Like, what's the string's resting position? Just show it. That your hand should be together, not pulled back. Then when you pull it back, it's potential energy. Show me the most potential energy an arrow could have. I couldn't bring arrows to school, but you can picture it. Okay. All right, good. Good job. Okay, you can let it go if you have it. Okay. Tracking me. Go to the right. Next one. A roller coaster. Now I'm going to give you an example. I'm gonna fast forward our year to the end of the year trip. Everyone close your eyes. We're at Six Flags. Close your eyes. Okay. I'm going to wait for everyone to close their eyes, and I'm going to tell you a little story. Everyone is silent. We're at Six Flags, and I have a spicy group. Make sure your eyes are closed. Thank you. There's spicy, medium, and mild groups. I have a spicy group. Okay, go to silence, please. My group goes on the biggest roller coaster, okay? And I forget what it's... I don't know, Griffin or something. There's like a Vanderbolten is a big one. Okay, anyway. Oh no, it's called Verbolten is the big one. Anyway, okay, so your eyes are closed. My group is getting strapped in. And I get paired up with Asada. And Asada's like, oh my gosh, I'm so scared. Make sure your eyes are closed. She's like, oh my gosh, I'm so scared. We're gonna go really fast. And I'm like, we are. So we buckle in and we start going. It goes so far up you feel like it's forever. Keep your eyes closed. It goes and then it stops at the top. And you think it's going to go any second, but it keeps keeping you there. That point at the very top of the roller coaster, the very top of the first bump, is the biggest potential energy that you have. Then it lets go, it goes, and you fly down the roller coaster. Check it out. That's how roller coasters really work. Track me. Did you know roller coasters always has the biggest bump at the top of the front, at the top of the first bump, because the potential energy right here is enough that the roller coaster only works up to here, and then it lets it go, and your kinetic energy carries you through. So the most potential energy is at the very top when you're looking down. That's when you're highest above the ground, which is highest from your resting position. Right here is when you have the highest amount of kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is energy of movement. You're going the fastest. Okay. Yes.
I thought that on roller coasters there were like things on the tracks that moved the carts along. I didn't think they just...
They do, but they don't pull.
Oh, okay.
So like the only time it gets pulled is this part right here.
Oh, okay.
Tommy, real quick.
So all the roller coasters all around the world have that same tactic.
Yep.
Let's say the boat rock. You're supposed to go for
No, that's different.
Okay. But
Bo-
roller coasters just go all around.
It's only roller coasters, okay? All right. I'm going to give you another example. Have you ever ran down a flight of stairs?
No.
Okay? When you get up a flight of stairs at the very top, you have the highest potential. Think about it. When you run down 3 stairs, 1, 2, 3, you can't get that much speed. when you run down a flight of 20 stairs, you can start flying down them really fast if you don't care about your safety. Go to the right. Okay, so here's an example. Right here at the very top, you should be writing this in. At the very top stair, you have the most what? Potential or kinetic? Raise your hand. Majay?
Potential.
Yep. Oh, this marker is good.
Ooh.
Okay, relax. Thank you. Okay, at the bottom stair, you have the least potential, but the most kinetic. Up here, you have the least kinetic and the most potential. Always opposite. Yep, Chidi?
How would you have the most kinetic at the bottom if you stop at the bottom?
So it's like right before you stop. You can't think about when you already stopped. Okay? Go to the right. I'm going to learn just a little bit more. Oh, I forgot. I got crazy. Last year. Okay, read it, please. Go ahead, darling.
The person has more potential energy at the top of the stairs than at the bottom of the stairs.
Good. Love how you add your own zing in there.
You are very low.
Okay, go to the right. All right, now we're going to talk one more thing. Go to the right again. Okay, read the question, please. Go ahead, Ula. Good. What's the answer? Abdullah? Good. Because you have more potential to gain speed as you fall on the third floor. Yes, Jada?
But for kinetic energy is the ability to do work. So why would it?
No, energy is the ability to do it.
So what's kinetic energy?
I'm glad you asked that. Go to the right. Go ahead, Jadon.
Kinetic energy is energy of motion.
Good.
Wither.
Go to the right again. Go. Silent. Shut the lights.
May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? There has been an
Do not mess
emergency
around.
reported in the building. Please stand by for further information. May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? There has been an emergency reported in the building. Please stand by for further information. May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? There has been an emergency reported in the building. Please stand by for further information. May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? There has been an emergency reported in the building. Please stand by for further information. May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? There has been an emergency reported in the building. Please stand by for further information.
Ready?
May I have your attention, please?
Stay silent.
May I have your attention, please? There has been an emergency reported in the building. Please stand by for further information. May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? There has been an emergency reported.